Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. We've got to go to the Intercessory, I think. Yeah, no. We're going to speak to Harshfort first, because we need to go and speak with Emmerich, who's going to tell us about the situation with the Dragoons, and then guess what? We're going to meet somebody new. Well, if you've not played the game before, then new. But anybody that knows the game, he's not new. He's, to us, an absolute legend, and he's beautiful, and we all love him. I'm not going to say who it is, but you'll find out. Goobboo, this is my intro, not yours. Go sneeze over there. Go scratch your bum somewhere. He ain't even got a bum crack, has he? You'll grow into your bum crack, mini Goobboo. Right, let's speak to Harshfort. Let's get into it. I don't want to talk too much at the start of every video, because I always do that, don't I? I'll probably put loads of people off. Alright, I'll shut up now. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend, when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster, though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss. Your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling, or mine. The Lord's Commander has arrived, and will treat with you in the Intercessory. I told you. What did I say? Hey, that took a while, didn't it? Oh god, I hope my internet ain't gonna give up on me. Blah blah. Especially not on this bit. Here we go. Are we ready? I'm so ready. I can't wait. I really need to contain my excitement. Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Yes, you may, good sir. Oh, there he is. Hi. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologise for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinien! There he is! Even Yorkshire's like, switch, woo! Look at you! Yeah, you're cool, man. You're so cool. He knows he's awesome. May I present you to Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? An impressive title, though I confess, I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. Me too. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinien is without equal. He, out of all of the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. So you are the adventurer of whom they spoke? I see now why my blood first sang in anticipation of our meeting. Oh my god. Oh, more than literally my blood and everything else sang when I heard about you. Oh no. My god, Yorkshire, shut up. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrath. This beast is said to have terrorised Kurfürst since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city, The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout, though, to deny him. I'm right giddy today, I don't know why. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. They are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labour to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. Words! You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defensive. And now, just as he seemed primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain, though we know the heretics covet the Eye. We have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. It is a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candour. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard is in need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. Excuse me, right, Emmerich, you're beautiful and everything, but isn't that what Alfredo was asking you for? Not so long ago, and you said, no. Your nation's problems aren't anything to do with us. Oh. This much I expected. Unlike our ranged concern for the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Exactly. You tell him, Alfino. I don't care how hot he is. Does it not simply grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is. For you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. You forced our hand there. An Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not. I'm in full control of my faculties, I assure you, and the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. The worm who roared? Was Nidhogg? Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danathan's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned his minions to war. Oh, bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. And then bugger some more. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavour will at least provide us with an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when their home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect the softening of Holy Sea's attitude toward foreign cooperation comes as something as a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the antecedent. Oh, God. Oh, Alfie, no. Must we? Do we have to? Oh, I don't want to. You can't make me. Well, you can, I guess. I'm not going to be able to play the rest of the story. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I don't really want to. But my eyes have just started watering and my nose feels all funny. You know, like just before I sneeze. Achoo. Oh, there she is.
Alfino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alfino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
What are them two up to? Up to no good by looks of it. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Cursus. It is not unimaginable that the fight may spill across the border. Pray brief, Slathborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. Shut up, Memphilia! That should have been it. That should have been it. We're done. We're done with the talking, and then just go and do what we need to do. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Taro accompany you? She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. She takes my breath away. Not in a good way. Right, let's go speak with Taro. Taro! Taro! There she is.
We are rather close to Cursus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defences and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Yorkshire. I've 101 things to discuss with Slathborn.
Oh, you adorable little creature, you. Can I call a potato a creature, though? Is that politically correct? Maybe not. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Cursus, and the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as a temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favour. But as for rounding up volunteers for fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters will stay the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild present at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of your more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your calls to arms.
Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Oh my god, Itadoro, you're so cute, man.
Accomplished adventurer. I don't know why this one has a cutscene, I really don't get it. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Oh yeah, that's why this is a cutscene. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess. That ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there with the fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? God damn it, feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. And so now, of course, half the brave suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, As you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That, and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilrod's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talks about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilrod. Any road, you got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Yorkshire. See you later, Will. What I was going to call him, Will. See you later, real. You're a real one, you. I'm so funny, I know. Alright, I know I'm not. I'm just trying to be funny. So Ishgard sells swords and bolsters its rank, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. These nobles would surely be generous with their rewards. But I've pledged myself to the Guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do? Oh, I bet he comes to war. I bet he does. Sell me blood to the Ishgardians? Well, and dragons are a fearsome lot. But I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody ark he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Looks like he's coming. And I think this one's inside. Oh, he's gonna go in. He's gonna be in this door. This door here. There he is. Volunteer master services in the defence of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers, and I do not mean to offer them mine. Just to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I'd sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. You could have just said no. You know, crying about things that happened in the past. You know, they do like to tell you the life story, don't they?
There you are, Yorkshire. So, did you sway any hearts? One or two, eh? Well, added to mine that mix, 3 or 4, not including Slathborn's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Toll veteran's worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alfino. Apparently the Alliance leaders are conversing in Uldar to discuss Ishgard's plight. Or convening. And they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Uldar or you'll be late. Alfino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade.
No, really? Sorry to tell him. I didn't mean to be mean. I didn't mean to be mean, I'm sorry. Oh, bloody hell. Is that the time? Right. Let's go to the Chamber of Rule. At least we'll be... I think, you know, while I upload this video, I might have to do a bit of turning router off and on again, you know. Have you tried turning it off and on again? No, but I'm going to. I don't know if this is going to, like, chuck me straight into a cutscene if I went up there, so they're not usually there. Shut up, you. Anyways, yeah. I'll stand on this vista that doesn't exist and say goodbye. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Please like, subscribe and comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.